Requirement 2.2.1 says configuration standards are developed, implemented, and maintained to cover all system components, address all known security vulnerabilities, be consistent with industry-accepted system hardening standards or vendor hardening recommendations, be updated as new vulnerability issues are identified as defined in requirement 6.3.1, and be applied when new systems are configured and verified as in place before or immediately after a system component is connected to a production environment. There's a lot of steps there, so let's walk through them one by one. First, your standards. Those are your policies or your documentation that tells your employees how to build or configure system components. Has to cover all system components that are in scope for PCI DSS. So that's going to be everything that stores, processes, or transmits cardholder data or impacts the security of cardholder data. They have to address all known security vulnerabilities. So your standards have to be a living document that are updated when a new security vulnerability is discovered. They have to be consistent with an industry-accepted system hardening standard. So what you might want to do on a regular basis is go out and look at some of the industry benchmarks that are out there, such as NIST or CIS, or look to your vendor to provide hardening standards for your device. Often you'll find vendors publish hardening standards that are PCI compliant. Use those as your guide when you draft your own standards. You may not need to include all of the industry documented benchmarks or your vendor hardening guidelines in your standard. You may only have to implement the ones that are applicable to your environment, but it's important that you review them on a regular basis and bring in anything new. Finally, you have to update them with new vulnerability issues as they're identified. Requirement 6.3.1 is going to require you to identify vulnerabilities in your environment on a regular basis. When you do identify those vulnerabilities, you need to update your standards. So if you discover that a configuration needs to be changed on all of your firewalls, your standard has to be updated to reflect that. When you're applying these standards, building new firewalls or system components, you have to put these standards in place before you put them into production or immediately after they're connected to the production network.